I am here with an expert in menopause. We have Dr. Janelle. My first question to you is about perimenopause. There can be a lot of emotional reactions in women. You can get anxiety, a lot of stress, crying spells. What is going on in the body?
Well, in menopause, it actually takes a really big toll on one's mental well-being because there's a loss of estrogen, and this is kind of hormones that actually control a few other factors in the brain, particularly what we call neurotransmitters, and it also affects the way they respond to stress because of a hormone called cortisol. So sometimes they do actually experience all this like mood fluctuations and instability. They feel anxious, they're unable to cope with stress, and because of the menopause. And in addition to that, a lot of patients during menopause, they actually experience a lot of loss of sleep and fatigue, and it worsens that.
Okay, and what can women do about that? What are some of the steps that they can take?
Well, sometimes some of these symptoms may be a little bit milder, but most of the time when they come and seek help, it's already quite severe, like affecting their day-to-day function and quality of life, affecting their work performance, and maybe their family relationships, right? So usually before we actually start them on like pharmacological interventions like taking medications, there are some things that we can do, to help them tide through this very difficult process. Things like, lifestyle changes, do certain things like yoga, meditation to help control their mood. Yeah, and apart from that, having like support groups, menopause support groups, having like very strong friends that you can talk to.
Would you recommend just most women with menopause get with a support group?
Well, I would say that there's no harm in doing so, but some people are still very they find it a taboo to talk about it. They feel embarrassed about the situation. Can you imagine and not seeking help when they need to?
You're just suffering.
Yeah, they're gonna suffer, right? When you can actually supposed to live your life like confidently, beautifully, to your best, right?
So in what type of cases would you go the medication route?
So usually we start medications in patients with moderate to severe symptoms, and when it's debilitating enough, affecting their quality of life. Usually there are very different types of treatments that we can offer them, not just medications up front. There's other things like, we call cognitive behavior therapy,
Oh, I've heard
whereby
of
they
that,
actually see a counselor to speak about, what they're going through, and usually help them with their sleep hygiene as well, because a lot of times having bad sleep just makes their mood way worse.
So what's your advice on how to approach perimenopause and menopause so that you have like the healthiest mental outcome? Because you were saying yoga, meditation, diet?
Yeah, I mean,
Go ahead and have that laksa.
There's no strong evidence, but I mean, laksa, we have to be a bit careful because during menopause, women tend to gain weight faster, so weight management is also very important. So not just about, like having active lifestyle, do a bit of resistance exercises, having groups to go exercise together, finding something that relaxes your mind. Sometimes just taking a walk in nature, it helps them to calm their mind down, and listening to certain types of music, put people at ease. All this help to promote like a better mental state, during this stressful period. Yeah.
Well, thank you so much, Dr. Janelle. This has been a wonderful wealth of information for all of us here, and thank you guys for watching Everybody Knows.